Tristan, and I'm going to show you how to make cloud dough. It's a very soft dough, it molds really well, and it's very easy to mold. And the best thing is, it only uses 2 pretty cheap ingredients. You'll need conditioner. You can buy any cheap conditioner, or if you have some that a grown-up thinks it's okay for you to use, you can use that. And cornstarch. If you got one of the kits from the library, conditioner and cornstarch will already be inside. Another optional ingredient is food coloring to make it any color you want. Today I'm going to make green for the green apple. If you have the kit from the library, the conditioner is green apple scented, so your finished product will smell like green apples. It'll smell really good. Also, because it's with conditioner, it'll make your hands really soft. Some other things you will need is a bowl to mix everything in, measuring cups, and something to stir with. Also, it's always good to have some paper towels or even just a towel to clean up messes. Make sure that your grown-up is okay with what towel you are using. The last thing you need is an area that you can make messes in. This is a really great project to do outside. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to gather your supplies and get everything together and get in a good spot to make your cloud dough. So go ahead, hit pause, gather your supplies, and then we'll go on with our program. Do you have all your supplies? You have conditioner, you have cornstarch, you have a bowl, measuring cups, something to mix with, and something to clean up with. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is measure out our conditioner. So this recipe is 1 part conditioner and 2 parts cornstarch. So what that means is that if I use 1 cup of conditioner, I need 2 cups of cornstarch. So we're going to do that. We're going to use 1 cup of conditioner. So go ahead and measure your conditioner. I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup, so I'm going to need 2. One, 2. Another thing is you might want to get special tools for this because it's not a food item. So you might not want to use your food tools with your crafting tools. So there we go, we've got the conditioner in there. And like I said, I'm going to do green. So now is the time to add your food coloring. I'm going to add quite a few drops of food coloring because later when I add the cornstarch, it's going to add more white into it. So I want it to be pretty dark green right now. Let's see what it looks like. Get it all mixed in. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to mix food dye into conditioner. The reason for that is because food dye is made usually using something like water and color, and conditioner has a lot of oil in it. So it might look kind of chunky, but later when we add our cornstarch, it will mix in better. So see, right now that food dye looks kind of chunky, but I think it'll be okay. All right, it already smells good in here. Now we're gonna need 2 cups of cornstarch. I would add the cornstarch slowly, and you might need a little more cornstarch than 2 cups. You'll just have to see. So I'm gonna add my cornstarch about 1/2 cup at a time. Mix it in. Keep mixing. Right about now is when you should start seeing your food coloring mix in a little better. Just keep mixing it. All right, now I'm gonna add my next little bit. Like I said, it's a little bit messy, so it's always a good project for outside, or if you have a place in your house that you don't mind getting messy. It's a good place to do it. Takes a lot of arm power. This will get your muscles nice and big. All right, that's 1 cup, but I need 2 cups. So I'm gonna keep going. Right now, mine looks like goo. You can touch it if you want to right now, but it'll probably stick to your fingers. At some point, it'll start getting harder and harder to mix in. And I always like to go a little bit longer because it's still hard to mix in, but it's still pretty soft, so it'll still probably stick to your fingers. You can always test it by sticking 1 finger in and seeing how it feels. It shouldn't stick like that. So this is when it's good to have a paper towel. You can wipe off your finger, add some more cornstarch, and keep going. All right. My cornstarch, my cup doesn't fit in my cornstarch very well. Cornstarch is very messy. Keep mixing and mixing. Okay. Mine looks like this now. And it's pretty hard to mix with my spatula. So I'm gonna see if I can break it up just a little more. I'm gonna get some of this cornstarch off my spatula. And now's the fun part. If you're wearing any jewelry, it'd be good to take off because it will get stuck in your jewelry. If your jewelry is pretty simple, then it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna leave my ring on because it's pretty easy to clean off. But if you have anything with jewels in it, it might get stuck inside the metal. All right, time to go in with our hands. Mine still feels just a little bit sticky. I'm gonna try kneading it a little more and see if I need more cornstarch. Like I said earlier, this is gonna make your hands really soft. Ooh, I don't think I do. Now you can start getting all the cornstarch off the side of your bowl. See how it's starting to mix together? Keep using your muscles. I like to push it like that and then mix it and drag it all along the outside of my bowl so that I can get all that cornstarch picked up. So mine's still kind of sticky. It's not really holding its shape like I want it to. If you want to, you can have yours a little more sticky. Probably not gooey so it doesn't make too big of a mess. You don't want it to stick to your hands too much. But this is a little stickier than I want. So I'm just gonna put a little more cornstarch in. I'm a little bit over 2 cups, I think, with this. But I just put in like a sprinkle. Maybe like a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna mix this like this. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then push it down in the middle. And this is a way you can fold dough. You fold in half, and then in half, and then in half. Ooh, I think that's gonna be good. I'm just getting all the stuff off the sides. I'm covered in cornstarch. You can't see it. Maybe you can. There's some on my shirt, see? What kind of creations are you gonna make with your dough? Do you have any ideas? I think I'm going to try to make an apple shape. Once the dough doesn't stick to your hands, you can dump it out onto your work surface, unless you're working out on like a porch or something, and you can knead it on there. This is a good time that if you need to just add a little bit more, tiny bit more cornstarch, you can. And just work it in. You can just sprinkle some on. I've got it nice and flat on my work surface. Be really slow when you're adding in the cornstarch now, because it'll blow everywhere. I'm just trying to get it to where it doesn't stick. And you can experiment with this. You can try different conditioners. You can try to make one with cooking oil. If you do, let me know how it goes. All right. I've got my cloud dough about to where I'd like it. It's like this. Now you probably have a ton of cloud dough to play with. You can share some, or you can just make lots of things with it. Let me know if you end up experimenting with anything. You can let Christian County Library know on our website or on our Facebook. Just shoot us an email and have fun with your cloud dough.